Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with a 2015 Lexus RCF, and this is 942 horsepower, 704 pounds-feet of torque from its 5.5 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 3,287 pounds, now has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.125 seconds, 0 to 104.498 seconds, and going to a top speed of 234 miles an hour. So yeah, we've already seen what this car can do on how fast will it go, which it did fairly impressively at. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what our first ever Lexus on this series can do, because obviously it's still quite a large, heavy car, but it still has a lot of power. So let's see. So yeah, I opted to keep the standard engine in this car, but in an upgraded form, because we've already seen what the V10 from the LFA can do in a couple of videos, so I thought it was about time we gave the original V8 a chance. And yeah, even though it's nowhere near as powerful as that V10, it's still got a hell of a lot of power. It's still only around 300 horsepower less than that V10 fully upgraded. And yeah, obviously means having less power means we're going to be less all over the place, considering this is still a heavy vehicle, while also dealing with all-wheel drive and the off-road elements. So I think the last thing this needed was a much larger engine up front while dealing with far more power. Plus I really wanted to give this engine a shot because I really do like it. I think it's quite an underrated V8, to be honest. Especially since it came around the time of other vehicles that had V8s or lower cylinder engines, all coming with turbochargers and the like, and the fact that this came in stock form with no turbochargers, no superchargers or anything like that, just a naturally aspirated large V8 that wasn't an American V8 was really rather impressive, especially since it had quite a lot of horsepower and torque as well. So it's handling this course fairly well so far. It's not the nimblest of cars given how large and heavy it is, but it's managing to deal with the power and the all-wheel drive and even the off-road elements fairly well. Across the finish line there at 168 miles an hour onto a time of 2 minutes 4 seconds .017, so not quite as quick as the HSV GTS-R from the previous episode, but it is still reasonably quick for a coupe that wasn't ever meant to do this kind of thing. So yeah, it's quicker than a Volkswagen IDR, a Citroen DS3 Racing, McLaren P1, Radical RX-C Turbo, a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, Lotus Elise Series 1, Aston Martin Vanquish Pisgato, Alpine A110, and quicker than some off-roaders like the Toyota Celica, Land Rover, Range Rover Velar, Subaru WRX Rally Car, original Land Rover Range Rover, Toyota T100 Baja truck, and the likes of a Opel Manta 400 and Mercedes-Benz X-Class. It's slightly behind the Ford Ranger Raptor, but the fact that it's not even 0.1 of a second slower than a car again that's meant to go off-road is really rather impressive, as well as an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, and a Mini X-Raid All4 Racing Countryman. But yeah, on the whole, fairly impressive, again considering it's still quite a heavy car. It's a coupe road-going vehicle. It's not meant for going off-road whatsoever, and obviously it's dealing with more than twice the power it had originally. So yeah, on the whole, fairly impressed by it. Just wish it would be slightly quicker, given it's our first Lexus. I wanted it to make a bigger impact on this series, given it's our first Lexus. But a top 40 showing is still not half bad. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.